We got a game coming up.
What could it be? More
It could be
NES. More
something.
NES.
If it is, that's what Spartacat wants to see. I mean, there's a lot of systems out there nowadays. Could be Pokemon Mini for all we know. Could
Is
be
there
a
actually
Fairchild
anything for
Channel
that?
F game. Maurice, what's the most obscure system you know?
If you fly on an airplane and there's like a
Oh,
TV in
yeah.
front of you, there's these
Yeah.
weird games sometimes on them, and there's like a speed run for like I forgot what it was, like a reversey or battleships or something, and there's a speed run for that.
I was playing this one that was kind of like Geometry Dash, and I was trying to speed run it, like do all the levels without dying. It was that was good. I played, but it's a really awkward angle to play the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, Exuno mentioning one of my favorite, which is the Elector TV games computer, which is a system that was distributed through a magazine. Like in the magazine, they just were like, here's how you might build this computer. And then some people in like Romania or something did. And then like some people released games for it that were just like written out in the magazine.
Oh, that's cool.
I gotta copy this this image. This is the most insane looking, because you had to build it yourself. So like it seems like the only surviving image of one is this like one in this wooden case.
There's also those joysticks that you just connect directly to the TV, and it's like the full game.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
I had a Spider-Man one of those.
And there's a Densha to Go controller, which is just the game, and it has like PS2 graphics.
I bought one of those at Goodwill, a plug and play game, and it had a lawnmower game on it.
Wow.
It was fated to be.
I still have it. I don't know how to get it off of there.
This image you posted is crazy, not because of the computer, but because of the controller on the right.
Yes!
What the?
I want to see this thing. What did you do?
I posted it in chat.
I'll put it on stream, hold on.
Oh, actually in chat. I see.
So the Elector TV games computer is in retro achievements. So when we were doing that thing to play all these retro achievements, we were
what is this thing?
It's insane.
A pile of breadboards.
Well, the controller is like the one I'm most curious about.
Well, it's switches.
Yeah, they're literally just like bought at the store switches. So like, I don't know if it actually has that many functions. None of the games did. I played a pinball game on it. I played Elector TV Games Computer Pinball, and it was like really bad. But yeah, like you saying Darkwing Duck is Kuso, it doesn't compare to Elector TV Games Pinball.
Yeah.
It looks like this was built by somebody who now owns like an entire rig for flight sim games.
It's probably true. There's the Mega Duck. That's a classic one.
Oh yeah, that's also a citizen of the Darkwing Duck City.
True, yeah.
Mega Duck.
After you're done fighting, like, what was his name? Megavolt. Oh, that works so well, because it's Mega also. You have to fight Mega Duck and play, like, really bad Tetris ports. Or Snake Roy. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Wangan Midnight is a racing game on the PSP. We played a Wangan Midnight game on PSP one time.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I remember it having like either rubber banding. Something about it was really weird.
It had super weird controls. The way you move the car left and right was like, it felt really different than like any other racing.
Yeah, like it was like a little on rail or something.
Yeah. It had like anti-drift.
Alright. Check it out, we have a match.
What do we got here? got DeepFreeze, win rate of 46%. First run MT4, finished 65th. Best placement of 33rd and MT5. Old hat.
Old
yeah, he's
hat?
back after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're old hat at something, you're like experienced in it.
Okay. Okay.
Win rate of 46%. Honestly, not bad for all that experience. Like, that's still pretty good. We could see some stuff here. My skill of the day is a complete dice roll. Let's hope it's a day where the roll is winning at Mystery Tournament. DOSboxfalco, 4th edition, has, I don't believe, taken any break. No, took a break once or twice since MT15. 33% win rate. World record holder in Strider Arcade. Interesting. Strider's cool because you don't have to stop to attack on the ground. In almost every game from that era, if you attack while you're standing there, you stop moving.
Yeah,
But
like
in Strider, you
Castlevania.
just keep moving. Yeah,
That's also why Contra is good. You can just shoot and run.
it's true.
And Mega Man.
Yeah.
DOSboxfalco, relatively new head.
Yeah.
Did I do that right?
You're relatively new hat, it's true. And speaking of hats, has a pretty impressive headdress here. Looking like a Prince of Persia character, but
I
I
agree.
can't say I can play
It's
this one.
it's either a Prince of Persia character. I think it might be Rashid from Street Fighter, maybe.
And
I like
DeepFreeze is an angry snowman. This could be an original piece of art.
I mean, it's based off the Whoa! Character.
It's true. It's a rage face snowman. That's so good.
It is kind of good.
I never thought to do that. I should. If it snows this year, I'll make sure to make a like cereal guy snowman.
Make a
That's a pretty
snow
tough
dude.
one. I should have picked an easier one to do.
Yeah, you should do like a Jolly Mania.
What was the
like-
name
like
of the
level-
mob boss?
Or you can do
If there was
YOLO
a movie-
Macho.
Oh, YOLO Macho snowman. Yeah, that's pretty. Oh, the mob boss from Jolly, Don Kong.
That's it.
Don Kong. Which, it's like normal to call a mob boss Don something, but then Donkey Kong, and then they like combined it. That's what's so good about Jolly. It's the human touch. It's like you can kind of see their thought process in these things, but then also it's like it went off the rails somewhere.
I think that they had like a prompt and they just played Mad Libs with it. And that's how they made every game.
We've got a game. That's a good one. Game I like. But it is a fairly short game, as far as this goal is concerned. That's an interesting picture that we have for this.
Yeah, it's just some guy taking a picture of his case. It's not even a scan.
I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah, I like it.
The one thing that I can get help with, because I got so much MP stuff to do, I can't really get help testing or anything, but is gathering these pictures up. So my brother helped me with quite a few of these, and my wife also. And so some of these pictures I haven't even seen, but I think they're pretty good. I like this one. Yeah, this game is also has a different name, which you might know it by. Is a lot of fun and is a fairly short goal because the level after this goal is like a really long auto scroller that you can basically lose like 10 plus minutes on just by dying once. So that's not in the game. Although it'd be cool if we could extend this maybe like a weekly. I should submit this to weekly blinds. Anyways, it's a run and gun. So we've got two run and guns, I suppose. No, it is not Metal Storm. Metal Storm's pretty much a run and gun. That's a walk and gun.
Inch slowly
Metal Storm is the
forward.
one with the fat little robot that switches gravity, right? Or is that something else?
That little robot that.
I know which
Oh,
game you
yeah,
mean. Yeah, is that really a run and gun?
I would just call that a platformer.
Yeah, same. Or like Mega Man even. But like run and gun, I think like Russian Attack or Contra.
You think like Contra, you think Metal Slug. Those
Yeah,
are running.
or something like Jackal.
Uh,
Jackal.
Gunstar Heroes.
Gunstar Heroes is 100% a running.
Yeah. Which Maurice has a personal vendetta against, I know.
Is it the one with the random bullshit?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I only have a vendetta against the gold set in the blind race.
Okay.
No, I'm actually on your side on this one.
Oh yeah, I always had reasonable opinions.
What did you guys put as the goal?
Well, it's past the dice rolling part.
Yeah,
So
don't do that, boss.
Yeah.
That's a mistake.
But this game, I'll even just because I don't think that many people know this game. This game is basically an homage to Gunstar Heroes. It plays very similarly.
Ooh.
Wait,
I don't know if it's the same team. I don't think it is. I don't know who made it.
Wait, DeepFreeze is 11th edition?
Yeah.
Yeah. DeepFreeze has been around. I think it's just only taken a break for the last few, but has been here.
I guess.
I would imagine that they took the break like right around when you joined and started and being involved, maybe?
Maybe, I hope so. Because I
They might have
don't
been in
recognize
13.
it at all.
They might have been in 13, but they could have missed 14, 15, 16. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a good snowman. I don't know.
It
You
really
think this
is.
is real? The teeth are like, it's pretty hard to pull off.
That's true, this could be like an AI generated one or something.
I don't think it's AI generated. If it is, then it's pretty good because it gets the low res. This is cropped out of a digital camera picture done pretty well. Thinking about
You could
when
like-
people would make the rage face snowman, it probably wasn't recently.
You can imagine it could be like icicles that they like chip down for the teeth. To like stick them in the top. And then it's a matter of just scooping out the bottom teeth with your hand. What's harder is like the mouth shape itself, because that doesn't lend itself to being supported very well.
Ooh. Hollowed out snowman. It's like an igloo on a stand. To be fair, we're not seeing a body. Like just a little bit of a hint of one, so it might be that this is kind of like
This is a Wizards 1 match. So, regardless, no one's gonna go home. No one's gonna lose their tail.
Yeah, discussion in the chat. Arcade games are awesome because there's a huge variety and there's a lot of really cool ones that like people haven't seen. But games where you just click start as soon as you die and then you're in the exact same spot with like extra lives and then you just hold forward and kill stuff, it really takes the fun out of a race. There's quite a few games like that where I would love to, like Osman is like one of the coolest games ever, but like speaking of Strider for arcade, it's similar to Strider. You play as like a techno-Arabian vampire in the future who destroys people. It's awesome.
Heck yeah.
This description sounds sick. Why haven't we erased this?
But like you just press start as soon as you die, and then I mean, it'd be a good like weekly or whatever. See, that's just the problem with some arcade games is like I guess you could make people have to 1cc it. That's a pretty different sort of race than we typically do.
I can't imagine a game that we'd run 1cc at all for Mystery Tournament. It seems kind of
Never.
demanding. And if it's...
There have been games with full game overs, but you don't see them much anymore because I don't know, they're just not as fun.
Yeah, 'cause
It's more fun if the race can stay a little closer. One time I submitted a while ago beating Donkey Kong Jr. 6 times, getting to loop 6, finishing loop 6, and it was rejected. That was probably the right decision. But
We did that for Donkey Kong, didn't we?
I don't
Or
remember
something
seeing.
similar?
Also, I submitted Rocket Arm Man, and that was rejected. Still bitter about that one.
You know,
can
I'm glad
resubmit
about that one. I didn't like that game very much when I played it.
Yeah, I think I gave it out in something, Gamesgiving or something. The real solution to this is that everyone who's involved here does their own tournament, and it's called like Maurice Tournament or ID Tournament, and they pick all the games, and we'll see which ones actually get people signed up for, and that's how we'll objectively test who has the best taste in race games.
Oh no, people were already
Wow,
unhappy
that's-
with me when I put in Mega Man and Base for the weekly. They were unhappy with me. Oh, just beat 3 bosses, it'll be fine. I didn't expect everyone to get completely walled at Burnerman. How's the setup going?
They're nearly there. Only 2 remaining, and one of them is Maurice.
I'm waiting for the stream.
I know.
Oh, you meant like there's one remaining.
Right. Yeah. I didn't think that you actually were holding anybody up.
I would
I
never.
was, I'll be honest, I was testing out a Mega Man ROM hack to submit, but man, they made that game hard.
That's how a lot of ROM hacks are. They're kind of designed to be played by people who were already sick of the real game because they played it too many times.
I
and they
hate
need to
it.
have-
They
switch up.
give you this great engine of like Super Mario World or Super Metroid or stuff like that, and you have all the power in the world to like expand upon it or something, and they're like, oh, what if I made it hard? Every single time.
You want it to be a little hard.
Yeah, you
Like-
want some challenge.
Like there are some forgettable levels in Super Mario World because you just run through them, right? I mean, you want it to have be a little harder for the people who are already familiar with the original. Maybe not too hard. But I agree, there's a lot of Kaizo ROM hacks. Don't make me laugh about that.
All right.
Oh, I've made a funny reference to something. All right, here we are. This game is Gunner's Heaven, also known as Rapid Reload.
Do we ever reload in this game?
Look at these freaking characters right here.
Yeah,
Solid.
I,
Look at
I
his
love
hair.
the design.
This is a
Axel
Toriyama-looking
Sonics and
hairdo.
Ruka Hetfield. Axel Sonics is such a name. Oh my gosh.
These are so American.
That's the 90s-est name I've ever seen.
Oh,
This game
American.
does indeed lock your character choice because the characters play differently. Here we are.
Explosion. This is a perfect race already.
Gunner's Heaven.
We're on
There's the
some
pace.
sort of oil barge?
You have 4 weapons and can cycle through them. N is normal. H is homing. Spread is G. G is spread, and F is fire. You can pick up power from enemies, which constantly counts down. While you have power, your weapons are stronger. It will not count down during boss fights. So during boss fights, you just have to make sure to come in with at least some power. Bombs clear the screen and do big damage. Sometimes you can pick up a boost, which gives you special max power. And you can hang from the bottom of the platform.
Now, where do we see the power you mentioned?
In the middle, it says power.
Ah, okay, I thought that was a timer.
Well, it constantly counts down. You got to pick it up to prevent that from happening. DosboxFalco having very good luck with the G. DeepFreeze also having good luck with the H, with the N for normal.
This Predator looks like it's doing work.
I'll ask Maurice, who has the best race record among us. When it comes to run and gun, if you see you have a choice of weapons and one of them is homing, you know it's probably going to be weaker, but it's going to be homing. What do you think of that?
For the stage homing, for the boss non-homing.
That makes sense.
I respect that. Because I bet these guys die in one hit anyway.
Yeah, and the boss is gonna be like huge, you know? Like metal.
With weapons like these, like the spread clearly covers up so much.
Yeah, and it goes across surfaces as well.
Power boost! So
Look
this
at
is the
boost
super
on
power
the
mode.
spread. Oh my god.
This is temporary, but it's very powerful. Not a big fan of the fire in this game, because it's pretty much just another gun. A lot of times, flamethrowers are like things that hit every frame, that you have short range or whatever, like in Contra 3. In this game, it's kind of just like another gun that fires missiles. It's just not interesting. Might do big damage though. We see DosBox using it here. Gaining some time on DeepFreeze.
No, we don't duck often enough on this in this tournament. Very helpful.
Yep, duck in front of a boss and just shoot at him point blank range. That's my... Is this a British robot? You got a Union Jack on it?
Yeah, maybe.
Also, I want to point out that the bosses in this game have health bars, but also a number under the health bar to tell you exactly how much health they have left.
We need to see if you're doing damage that way. It's very nice. But imagine
Also,
at some point bosses are gonna have like armor.
Really digging this soundtrack. I gotta check this out. This is a game for the PS1, by the way. I guess it's kind of obvious since the picture we have is literally the game case, but...
You could see the little PlayStation logo
Yeah.
in the corner.
And the CD case.
So now, what does life running out of HP put you? Just at a checkpoint? Restart where you are?
When you die, you continue from the start of the level or the last area boss you defeated.
Alright. Oh, this guy. He's got the hair of an enemy.
The Guardian. Hey, look at this. Look at these legs. You can separate from the legs. It's a strange design. I wonder what the purpose of this robot is normally. Maybe just combat.
Purely for combat. Some robots are just like that.
I mean, certainly the Knight guy is purely for combat, right? I mean, he is just, he's a guy with a big weapon. I don't know the story of this game. I don't know why you're fighting these goblins. No, the homing doesn't kill these guys instantly. This is interesting. I don't know if this is the best decision. It's kind of slow.
Pausing is also not the best decision.
It's true.
No, I agree. Maybe
Okay,
rebinding
so-
controls.
I looked up the story of this game on Wikipedia, and apparently you play as treasure hunters. There's a terrorist organization known as the Pumpkinheads who are looking after the treasure that you're after. So you're basically running through a terrorist organization to get to a treasure before they can take it and use it.
DOSBox coming in back to the Guardian. DeepFreeze back in the game. Is happier with the controls, is not happy with the controls. This is a cool blur effect that happens on pause.
Not
I don't
bad.
know if I've seen that in a PS1 game. Dodging these missiles pretty well. Oop, and as soon as I say that, why even say anything, you know?
You're cursing. You're a commentator, man. That's your job.
Did DeepFreeze bind Turbo Fire? Or have we always been shooting so fast?
This looks normal for this gun.
You can just hold the button.
Yeah,
Okay.
not for fire, but for some, yeah, you can see DOSBox.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
For
You're right. You're
normal
right.
fire, you can. Okay, I mean the number is going down. Oh, the health bar actually doesn't start to go down until you get to 2,000. So it's a good thing we have the number because this boss started with 4. Okay, this homing is pretty good. You don't really have to think about much. Oh man, fire does a lot of damage. Guardian crushed.
Like it.
Player dead. I'll get you next time. I don't know what he's saying, but we can pretend that that's what he said.
I mean, it probably is what he's saying.
Smell you later.
And then we get Blue's theme playing as we start the next stage.
We're here in level 2. This is not a long goal. Man, the homing.
Putting work out of
The
these.
homing is
sea
putting in
serpents.
work. Oh, but this guy's too big for homing. Look at him.
So we got spread.
He's too big for spread.
Might need to switch. No, he's dead. Thank goodness. I was about to say we
We
might need to
switched
switch
to
to
fire
fire.
DOSBox sticking with the homing. It's pretty hard for DeepFreeze to catch up at this point, even if that was a retime situation.
I feel like in most games, homing only targets one enemy at a time, but this one pretty good. You get at least three little lightning bolts going out at your enemies.
I did mention why the goal is this short. It's this short because the next level is a really long auto scroller, and it would to take it to stage 4 would probably be too long. But I'd like to consider extending this at some point. Good to have a variety in the tournament, though.
Yeah, smart boss design having it hit behind the boss when there's clearly a gap. Makes it so that way you can't choose it.
First bomb usage. Characters have been kind of sleeping on the bombs. You only have one, though.
You can hold more though, because I think I saw DOSBox at the end of the last stage with 2 going into the boss.
Yeah, I think you can pick up more. The drops are fixed, but you're gonna have to kill an enemy in the first place to figure out what drops what. And you kind of can't just ignore all the enemies, or else your power goes down to 0. And at that point, your weapons are really weak. So you need to keep gaining power because that's constantly counting down. It honestly almost works with stage 3. It would have to go probably in later rounds, so it's really hard. You lose a lot of time. Oh, DOSBox dodging.
Good dodge. Living on On the edge,
And he's
though.
living on the edge here. Oh, okay.
Cool.
Switching to normal, I don't think I agree.
Honestly, I'd use homing at this point and just stay
Oh,
away.
Yeah, just focus on... See, I don't know if homing would go to those little bubbles, though. You have to destroy those, or else they drop on you. Speaking of homing, DeepFreeze using homing, putting in work here. It's slow, but it's effective.
Hey, sometimes that's what you need to finish the race.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than dying again on this boss, for sure. Because you got to go back all the way to when you beat the last boss. I think DOSBox also needs to be careful with that double fire. Because I think the second shot is not hitting its armadillo. If when
Like
you
it's
fire
in,
too close together.
iframes.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like there's limited ammo, but sometimes it's just better to have a, clear idea of what you're doing.
You're right. The homing doesn't go to the bubbles.
I'm sorry, I'm just engrossed here.
This tail, like attacking in like a 3-dimensional movement is really cool.
It looks.
Oh
good.
yeah. I'd like to fully play through this game. I've only tested it for MT. I've known about it for years. Play this on stream or something sometime. This game seems really cool.
There we go. Boss down. Big
I
Mega
love,
Man X explosion.
2D games on the PS1. That was like an ultimate era, and not that many people took advantage of it because everyone wanted newfangled 3D.
It reminds me of the magazine review. I was complaining about Symphony of the Night. I was like, "Why is this 3D?"
Yeah.
It's old,
Like,
outdated.
go play Castlevania 64 and tell us which one you like better.
I've tried to play Castlevania 64. It is the only Castlevania I've tried to play, and I think it turned me off of the series for a while.
I think some of the
It looks
PS2
like
ones.
dog water.
DOSBox taking a death. Probably should have just taken the death right away. Hard to know with pneumonia brain. Any way to use joystick instead of a D-pad for this? I don't know. That's kind of a PS1 issue. I don't think so. You could bind it.
It's always going to be analog, though, isn't it? Because it doesn't have a joystick, right?
Yeah, I mean it's not going to be analog controls. It's going to still be where you move the joystick slightly and you go as fast as you possibly can. I'm a D-pad gamer. Oh, down to set 6 power? Okay. Luckily made it in the boss before the power ran out. You really don't want to be in the bosses when you have no power because your weapons are just really weak at that point. The chameleon. It's a cool one, too.
Looking better than Sting Chameleon, that's for sure. Oh, it's got a grapple.
Ooh, this fire putting in work. About 100 a shot. 10, 11 more hits. DOSBox is taking a lot of damage, but this guy doesn't do that much damage, so I think it's just working out. Area boss crushed.
Very strong words for completing a section of a stage. I like it.
These guys are annoying. These bouncing fellas.
How does Hellman work on him? Pretty well, maybe?
Yeah, good idea. I don't know how much health they have. It sounded like he went, fuck!
Ah!
Maybe he did. Yeah, this is the spread here. Switching to fire now. Doing big damage for deep freeze.
Well, the fire takes 2 shots to kill the bouncers.
Yeah, I think DOSBox should not be using fire on these guys. Has kind of gotten, like, hooked on fire because it's so good on bosses, but just like Maurice was saying earlier, it's got to be a different strategy for the levels and the bosses.
Oh, just popping a bomb to get through this last section of enemies.
Unfortunately, scrolled the superpower off screen, or else would have had those super powered weapons and could have just basically run through this section without thinking about it. Pretty much what's happening anyway, though.
Just found the right line and just ran straight through.
Guardian Crush, DeepFreeze just now moving on to stage 2.
It's Praying Mantis Robot.
DOSBox on the final of stage 2, but this is no easy boss. This is the Guardian. He's a mantis and a scorpion at the same time.
Oh my god, that's fucking awesome.
That's,
I know.
That's crazy. Oh, and as a grab too.
So based on this damage race, I don't think DOSBox is winning it. Maybe can start dodging more stuff, but
Great idea.
yeah, probably.
That's why they call you Idea.
That's exactly why they call me that. Oh, flips. Oh, he's charging up.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. He's in horse mode.
That's no horse, it's a lancer.
It's a centaur. He's a centaur, a scorpion, and a mantis. Oh my gosh.
It's messed up.
It's still anybody's game. So much fabs with an early finish.
And shortly after half beastie. Man, these two.
Beastie with it.
Neck and neck in every race that they've been doing. Pretty big health bar for DOSBox going into the boss.
Yep.
I think the last time they were at 2/3.
This boss has a big health bar too. 8,000, more than any boss so far. The Guardian of Stage 1 was only 4,000. This duck in front and shoot. Oh, interesting, interesting.
Just gets right under the guard.
I think I've heard of somebody suggesting that before. Oh my gosh, dodge the grab. Pretty telegraphed.
It's horse mode.
Shoo, shoo. You gotta dash. Shoo, shoo.
This guy makes like the noise that Son Goku makes when he teleports. With his shots.
Oh yeah, he does.
The instant transmission sound. Yeah.
Instant transmission noise? That's a good noise. I should make that when I get a text message. Choo. Choo. That's a good noise.
Wait, no, different game.
What does Goku's German voice actor sound like?
Regular? I don't know.
Because in his Japanese, he sounds like it's played by a woman. He's
Yeah,
like
she's still
he's a funny
alive.
voice.
She's been doing like
Oh, really?
literally every dub ever of him. There's never been someone who like dubs him on the side for like a weird game for the PlayStation or whatever. It's always been
It's
this woman.
always her.
Yeah, and she's like
Wow.
85 now or something.
And his US voice is like a "Hey guys,
Yeah,
whoa, what are you doing
It's
here?"
a lot more high pitched than the German one. It's SpongeBob.
Oh, does German SpongeBob just like talk like a normal dude? Be like,
I mean,
"Hello,
like-
I'm SpongeBob."
Not like that, but it's less than the American version.
I see. Well, Tom Kenny, I mean, it's hard to compete. He's got it down pat.
DeepFreeze
Didn't you
is
say it
catching
was-
up.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is possible. It has to fight the chameleon still.
Yeah.
DOSBox first tried the chameleon. I'm not too worried about it.
Xbox gets the boost too. Able to just clear out this section of enemies.
I think I saw DeepFreeze on the chameleon. Is it possible that he died?
Oh, it is. It's just you go back to the last boss you fight when you die,
Hmm.
and this isn't the third section that has this mantis, so I know that he's not here yet.
They probably died to the chameleon. Yeah, because he got command grabbed by the chameleon and died. That's right, I remember now.
Oh, he got grabbed! How much damage? Wow, it does no damage at all.
Not that much. It's just a waste of time.
It hurts more to walk into his leg than to get electrocuted for 10 seconds by this, like, giant stinger tail.
A waste of time is the ultimate damage for our racers, though.
No, don't grab me! Ah, you don't want to feel the pain? No, I don't want you to waste my time!
Easy.
Trying to win.
That's the attack that killed.
Alright, here's the Son Goku teleporting. Jeez, that's brutal.
Fun. That's hard.
Yeah, you really gotta, like, space
gotta
these
double
two
dash. I
dashes
think he's got it.
perfectly.
He's got it, the double dash. Mario Kart
Mario Kart?
double dash.
Oh! Oh! That's a dash one more time.
Erased.
Nice.
Oh, Zero. Oh, he still had hell. He was still attacking on Zero.
That's rude. Imagine a trade.
Indeed.
I wonder how it would react to that.
Pneumonia-ridden DOSBox Falco winning with a time of 23 minutes and 54 seconds. Wow, did you retype that, or did you just start the timer perfectly?
Usually I'd start the timer like 3 seconds early so that I can like react and press it when they dot done. Like I look at what time they dot done and then press it when the timer on stream hits that time. I've
My
had
second favorite auto scroller, my second favorite minecart level in 2D PS1 games.
You're not in the
What's
minecart
your
there.
favorite?
You're on roller skates.
Well, they're in minecart.
Fair
That's a
enough.
good point, though.
This looks painful.
I mean, it looks awesome.
I mean,
it
yes,
is
awesome, but
It's
like,
just-
there's
it's
so
hard to
much
get through.
shots.
It's definitely hard to get through. DeepFreeze with the ultimate boost. Ultimate boost homing is pretty cool.
Purple lightning.
I'm surprised we're getting the DOSBox interview.
We are?
He says so.
Yeah, there it is. We'll pull him in. What's good, DOSBox? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing just fine. Fun game. I actually kind of enjoyed that.
We would hope that you
Yeah,
enjoyed
this
the
is
race.
a good one to play more casually. Level 3, it's a shorter goal because level 3 is a huge auto scroller that's really difficult to get through, but a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I thought it was pretty good. I've never been like good at games like Gunstar Heroes or Contra, so I was a little scared when I saw that it was a run and gun, but I got through.
Well, maybe it's time. Maybe it's like how you develop your taste buds over time.
That's true, actually.
Maybe this is it.
I should go play Gunstar Heroes. Moral of the story. I would finish this game, but it seems like just complete BS. once you get past level 2, I've played the auto scroller for like 15 seconds. I was like, nah, this is crazy.
It's not quite complete BS, but level 3 is definitely something different than the first two. I'm glad you found the double dash strat on the last boss. I think that's really the only way to get through that, and we were concerned. I mean, DeepFreeze is on your tail here, so
I see.
nice job with the dodging those lightning bolts that he's throwing in the second phase.
Yeah, I definitely knew that was the way, but I used my bomb too early, like the reset before that, and I like just got mad and tried to like kill myself so I could go into the boss with the amount of health that I could actually win with. And I needed all of it, all that
It was
health.
down to the wire, yeah.
Also, Axel Sonics, one of the greatest 90s protagonist names in all of history.
This game is so horrendously nice. It's crazy.
So
You say that
true.
as if it's a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but it's like the megafauna of anime as we know it now. It's
This
crazy.
doesn't have a U.S. release, unfortunately. It does have a European release, but that doesn't have infinite continues for some reason, and
That's
it also
insane.
doesn't run at 60 FPS. You know, runs at 50. So
Yeah,
play the
50 would have
Japanese
been.
release. I don't know. So I don't know what's going on in the story, but how good could it be, really? The
As
story
good
is that
as
you're
a
fighting a
90s anime
mantis
game.
that turns into a scorpion. That's the real story.
Yeah, it's a bunch of terrorists that have access to giant robots, like you do.
And am I
It's just
becoming
fun to-
anime blind, or there's two protagonists, right? There's Axel Sonics and then whoever the gal was.
Yep.
Was that the Mantis was the gal, right? Am I smoking? I thought it was.
Not a different person.
No, it's a different person.
Yeah.
I'm
The
becoming
girl's
anime
name
blind.
was
I can't-
like Riku Hetfield or something.
Yeah, it was some.
Alright, we're gonna make up our own lore here. Il's her sister.
Yeah, let's figure something out. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, this game's good fun. It was a shorter one. So
Nah, yeah, that was pretty
nice
short.
job fighting through your sickness to win your mystery race.
Yeah, I'm glad I got on. Not only because I'm not losing anymore, but also like
It's
was-
true.
it was
You were
fun.
gonna give it up.
yeah, I was gonna give it up. I got up from like I took a nap from like 4 to 7 because I'm sick. And I got up and I'm like, I feel the worst I have felt in like months. I do not want to play. And then I took myself 30 minutes. I got up, I brushed my teeth and all that, and then I'm here.
You played a ranked game of something. What game were you playing?
I was playing Rival. Yeah, I was playing Rivals of Ether 2.
Got it.
Actually, yeah. Smash type game, fun game.
I was playing a Super Monkey Ball ROM hack last week, and it used a song from Rivals of Aether 2, and it was a really good song.
Yeah, no, OST's fine.
It's
But
a
yeah, I lost like 5 games in a row, like 5 sets, and and then I hopped on to thankfully win this. But
That's how you know you're ready.
yeah, I was ready, win or lose. I'm trying with the yeah. Unfortunately, bombs don't make you invincible. I figured that out near the end of level 2.
No, it's not that kind of bomb. And they also don't even do... I mean, they do decent damage, but, like, they're nothing... They're not what bombs are in some games.
Yeah. I think the strategy for this game, if you're not going in completely blind, and what I was doing near the end was just rush, get to the point where you can use the bomb. It drops like 100 power and or a boost. Use that to get to the boss. And then die, next checkpoint, and then do it all over again because you have another bomb. I wish bombs like dropped. I feel like that would make sense.
Yeah, the drops are fixed, so I think a couple things might drop bombs every once in a while, but I not a lot.
Yeah, but it's like and bombs just make you go way faster. Like that second part like we're seeing DeepFreeze go through it. You have to like crawl through it just so you don't get hit a bunch of times.
Right.
But I was just like setting it with the bomb because I don't know why wait around. This game is really cool.
Yeah, this guy backflipping into the scorpion is just so cool.
Yeah, it is really
And the soundtrack's pretty good too.
No, I really like the soundtrack. The opening was like crazy banger for no reason. Media Vision. They made Wild Arms. They made Wild Arms. Okay. That makes
It all
sense.
makes
Oh
sense.
yeah, is that who made this?
Media Vision who made Wild Arms.
Got it.
Beyond the Yellow Brick Road for the Nintendo DS.
Oh, I've heard
Chaos
about
Ring.
it.
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz Beyond the Veil, also known as Riz, also known as Riz Zone in apparently Japan. What is
Apparently that's
Beyond
like a crazy
Yellow
good
Brick
RPG.
Road? What kind of game is this? Is this like a
It's an
platformer?
RPG, I think.
It's an RPG. It's
Yeah.
a role-playing
Wow.
video game. That's crazy.
Yeah, this was
Game
one of the
that-
first games they made. This was pre-Wild Arms.
Yeah, this is their second ever video game. Rapid Reload, aka
What
they're
a
having.
sophomore video game.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, right?
Yeah, this first
They-
one, Crime Crackers, this is I think licensed from something. Looks like it's a Dungeon Crawler game.
An Nabisco license
A,
game.
a science
not-
fiction manga.
Not that kind of crackers.
Yeah, not those kind of crackers. But no, it's a science fiction manga. It's some 80s manga. It's
Oh, okay.
it's nice. Yeah, they also worked on like Valkyria Chronicles.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a pretty decent dev.
Oh, they're still around.
Yeah,
Apparently.
they're working on 100 Line Last Defense Academy, which is a tactical RPG.
Yeah, this is a studio that's was made by the Danganronpa guy, right?
Yeah, they're working along with Tokyo.
Interesting.
They're like one of those, I don't know what you call those devs that like work alongside other devs. They're like devs for hire. I can't think.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like Monolith Soft used to be.
Yeah, exactly like Monolith Soft used to be.
There's
But
a
they-
few of those in Japan.
Yeah, it's where you can get that sort of thing done because you have easy transit through like all of Japan. So like
It's a good
Ha-
point.
yeah, having in-person meetings with people every week is not like a ridiculous ask. Like if you were, for example, New York to California.
DeepFreeze has finally dodged this command grab, which is good.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't have to get that close. I thought you had to get like way closer to dodge those scythes, so I kept getting hit there. I'm glad everyone figured out that the fire was like the best weapon by far. Like it was not close.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got a pretty long cooldown, I suppose, but it does a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's like spread doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and it's like it goes on then off. This laser beam thing is good for when you can't hit them regularly, but that's really it. And then the regular gunfire is just worse than the actual fire. Hmm. Oh, I was not getting that player dead screen.
I mean, the continue screen?
No, the screen right before it that says player dead. I think I was just
Oh.
mashing past it.
No. Maurice put that there. That's one of
Ah.
my things.
I see.
Like, what are you talking about? I didn't see it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, like, did I have like the wrong ROM or something? No, okay.
No, that's from Armored Police Metal Jack on the Super Nintendo.
What a game.
When you die, it goes da-da-da-da-da-da. It just like says player dead. It doesn't even show you dying. Like if you get hit, the game just freezes and then says player dead, and then you have to restart. And,
And
I thought
it
was
plays
so funny.
it plays this great jingle.
I appreciate that a lot. That's a really good addition to the stream. Oh, oh.
The jingle's especially great because like even in game and like when you find the actual like file, it sounds like it gets cut off. Like they put it in the game wrong. It's
Yeah,
just- everything about it wonderful.
it was pretty good. Yeah, one of the comments. Homing is kind of strong in this game. I think it's better than spread. Spread is the one that I don't understand. I don't know why that's in the game.
I think
It's
less
good in
a
that first
contra
level when
spread
there's
and
enemies on
more.
the ceiling because it goes
I-
along the floor of the ceiling. But
Yeah, I suppose.
It's less a contra spread and more of a like a split rather than like up and down.
it's true. Me calling it spread in the base game is probably a little unclear. People figured it out. Also, it's G. All the rest of them stand for what they actually stand for. I don't know what G is supposed to mean. There's homing, normal, fire, and G is this. I don't.
His
Not
arms
sure.
are
It
invincible.
may be because it does run along surfaces.
Oh,
What did you say?
Rounder
Spread.
maybe.
Oh, grounder. Yeah, maybe
It might be
like the
better.
baseball.
Because it was also
Okay.
traveling on ceilings too, so it just might cling to surfaces.
Also, I think with DeepFreeze using homing during that transition is bad because it won't home for him. But I think he could maybe do some damage with some of the other weapons.
Oh,
Double dash. Come on, let's see it.
yeah, you have to
See the
double
Mario
dash.
Kart strats.
And it,
No.
dash feels a little weird in this game too, because like to double dash you have to like mash it really hard. It's not like a really smooth dash than dash, because you stop dead in your tracks after a dash. There's been a mouse on DeepFreeze's screen the entire time.
Oh yeah, it's mouse strats.
Yeah.
And the characters do play pretty differently from each other. They have different guns.
Yeah, that'd be all the difference. I wanna play Guns N' Roses. Do I have that on my Genesis?
If not, you can pretty soon. Of course, for any publishers watching, we here at Mystery Funhouse don't condone downloading of anything. These are all on discs that we send to our opponents via
Yeah, they all went to,
teleportation.
Yeah,
they all went to GameStop. Pick this up.
yeah, well, I went to my local game exchange, bought this for $200.
Is that what this is worth? Honestly, if you
I'm-
see this, it probably is worth a lot.
Yeah, it just sounds like a game that would be worth a crazy amount of money for no reason. 120. Full.
Yeah, it's not even on eBay. Here it is, $188 on eBay. Buy it now.
Yeah. There's quite a few from Japan.
Well, because it only has a Japanese. This doesn't have a U.S. release. The European release is called Gunner's Heaven. Or I mean, excuse me, it's called Rapid Reload.
Yeah, 80, 85, 105. So it's about $100. That's a little. I guess for a Japanese game, that makes sense. If this game came over to America, it would be like $3,000 because they only printed like 500 copies.
What are you doing? Somebody made it look like something else. Guardian crushed. Look at that health.
Oh my! Oh, the actual strat is supposed to be you jump over both, and like I see.
You don't have a double jump though, do you?
No, but like you jump over the first one and then like dodge the second one in midair
Mm.
because it's like a straight line. There you go. GG's. I do like the contrast. You immediately get sent hurtling down a tunnel as soon as you're done with the split. Ah, boy. PAL version is 200
Well, we'll see it.
USD. Makes sense.
See if DeepFreeze wants to come in at some point, but if not, do we have any? I don't think we have anything else scheduled today, do we, Maurice?
We do not. Tomorrow we've got a bunch of matches. 3 to be precise. That would be it for today.
We make
Wizards
sure
versus
everybody-
lizards.
And I believe everybody who at least hasn't, I mean, today's the deadline, but at least everybody is signed up.
Yeah, I have not seen Fur Turret. Where's the hats? I mean, there it is. I know, I can see that Fur Turret is playing tomorrow, 1 p.m. I'm excited.
No hats yet, though, right?
Maybe there's like one by default? I forgot.
I think you have to win for the hat.
We're gonna see, and it's gonna be exciting. I can't wait to find out.
I know. Well, look forward to that, everybody.
Yeah, it looks like DeepFreeze is not gonna join. So you should do a cool outro.
Well, gosh. When the mystery, when you're looking for when you are looking for mystery, you'll
Have you ever had
find
a
it,
dream where
have you ever, and then you could do anything? Did you? No, I'm joking. I don't have anything prepared, but games are fun and you should play them. And we like playing games, and you should play some with us and watch other people compete in video games. We will be continuing to do this for about 2 more months until the mystery tournament has concluded. Will you be a wizard? Will you be a lizard? What will you be afterwards? Not even we know. That's it.
Alright.
We should. Do you want to raid GDQ or something? We'll raid GDQ.
you're free to do that.
Sounds good. Alright.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know what
guys.
they're playing
I'll,
right now.
I'll see you all around.
Earlier today they were playing Tunism. That's a good game.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What's the one where you like slide your feet?
Dance Rush, probably. That's a very
I
shuffled.
think it's like Korean.
It's probably Dance Rush, which is Japanese. It's a Konami game. Well, Benami.
Oh, it is Dance Rush. Yes. That game's pretty cool. At least it looks cool.
It is cool. We had it at Gamescom at our booth.
Oh. What are we doing? Kaizo Mario? Okay, everybody say... Well, don't say anything, I guess. You probably won't be able to unless you're...
Yeah, no one would even notice. We're
It's true.
small. We're very small.
Well, enjoy some more speedrunning, and we will see you tomorrow.